Hey family, happy locked and loaded live. Happy locked and loaded live. Come on in, come on in. Oh, that's what happens. So how do I do this? Hey y'all, let me know who's watching live. Just drop your name, city in the comments section, and we're gonna get started. Let's see. I'm still the wrong thing all along. So, welcome Facebook. Welcome Instagram. How are you guys? Happy Locked and Loaded Live. I miss you guys so much, so much, so much. If you're joining for the first time, my name is Tara, founder of Peculiar Roots, where we make amazing bill-of-free products for your locks. And we haven't been on in a while, maybe a week. But if you're joining for the first time, let me know in the comment section who's tuning in. Say hello. Hold on, let me put my computer so I can see. Hey, Donnelly. Hey, Natalie. You said Facebook played too much. Yeah, so he said Facebook didn't give her any notification that we were going live. How rude. How disrespectful, Facebook. How disrespectful of you. Well, to be honest, I wasn't sure that I was going to go live, so I didn't set like all my reminders like I normally do. So that's why you guys did not get a reminder. So I won't blame it on Facebook today. It was partly my fault. I didn't know if I was going to go live because I had so much errands throughout the day, and I didn't want to like commit to it, knowing that I may be extremely tired. But I'm here, and we're going to have a pretty chill, locked and loaded live. So it's really just a Q&A. You can ask me any questions. But since I've been away for like a week, I wanted to kind of share my experience with you guys on me going away. So a lot of you guys know that I went away to college like for a whole week. Like let's give me a round of applause for finishing that. And I just wanted to share my experience with you. And you can ask me any questions about that. You can ask me any questions about locks. It's pretty chill tonight. But before we do that, I like to know who's in the room. So let me know who's watching live so I can say hello and where you're joining from. And we do have some type of vote going on in our Facebook group. So if you haven't been in the Facebook group all day, you want to go. You want to go right now during this live, go vote. You'll see as soon as you get in there, and this is the main Facebook group, go vote and come back because I'm going to announce the winning city at the end. I'm going to look at the numbers and announce the winning city. Hey, Donnelly. Hey, Tammy. Hey, Tanya. Hey, girl. Hey. Hey, Aisha. Hey, Sashi. Hey, Danielle. Hey, McDaddy. You know I'm going to make fun of your IG name, right? Hi, family. All right, so let's jump into it. So we had applied back in before COVID hit for this scholarship to go to Tech Business School. It was being sponsored by Shea Moisture. Then COVID happened, didn't happen. And it kind of was like out of sight, out of mind kind of thing. And you guys know we're always having like something going on. So it was definitely out of sight, out of mind. And we got like a, follow up like, hey, we saw that you applied, apply again. And you may or may not go. So I applied and we got an email like, oh, you're accepted. And let's get this going. So the turnaround time was pretty tight in terms of like when we were notified and when we went. And again, this was our sponsor was Shea Moisture. a lot of other students that came had different sponsors. So we had like people that were sponsored by like BMW, like Wells Fargo. It's like all these major corporations that they were sponsored by, which is really cool way to kind of give back. And we've definitely had a lot of opportunities with the Shea Moisture New Voices family. So it was pretty cool to get this opportunity as well. So the opportunity included going to Tuck Business School for a whole week, like a whole week, fully indulge, and the whole college experience. And it was really, really impactful. It was super hard. And I have a lot of takeaways. That I'm going to share with you guys tonight. And I think what stood out for me or why it was so impactful was because I'm not a college graduate. Not ashamed of that either. It was just not my thing. You know that audio that's going viral, like it's like, it was not my thing. It was just never my thing. It was not my it was not my path in life. But I was still able to be successful without it, right? And kudos to everyone that did it, because listen, this week, last week was not for the birds. And so, like I said, kudos to those who do it. It takes a lot of focus, a lot of drive to do that. Yes, it takes a lot. But our week really started on Sunday. So I got there on Sunday last week. Our week started Sunday. We checked in, and we got like lunch. And then the first session was accounting. If anybody knows me, like math is not my thing. It's just not. Like I can make money. I just don't like to count it. I don't like to do all those stuff. And so I hire a professional to do that, right? It's just not my thing. So that being the first class, it was just like, okay, really. But the professor was really good. He was really good at his craft, and he was very entertaining. I think for like a subject like that, you really have to have passion about what you do, and really in any subject. I think that's why most people or some people don't really like school, because like the professors play a huge role in how you learn, how you like, to me, everything, every part of the experience. So he was really entertaining. Not that he's there to entertain us, but he really made everything bite-sized and friendly, and we were able to get all the meat that we needed to get. So that was really fun, actually, the first day, and then we were able to kind of like network a little, and it was over 40 plus businesses, all different industry. It was definitely not about who was making what, which was cool. So it's like all different industry, very broad spectrum. So you were able to really network with different people. And it was like the first day, it was not everyone there the first. I think a lot of people came late. So Monday was really going to be the day that we met everyone, and it was going to be like a full day. So your girl, I'll be honest, I looked at the schedule, right? But when I looked at the schedule, it was like I skimmed the schedule. So I was looking at it, I was like, okay, we have like a full day, but I didn't look at the schedule. So my day started from 6 a.m. in the morning and ended at 5 p.m. every day. Some days it was like 9 p.m. But for the majority of that week was 6 to 8 p.m. 6 a.m. is too early for your girl. Way too early. So I wasn't prepared for that, but I made it work, and I was prompt and I was on time. So every day started 6 a.m. You went to eat, and then classes were like from 8 to 12 straight, and 12 to 5. So it was really like, 1 to 5 because we had lunch. It was really jam packed. But it was really good, y'all. It really challenged me on a lot of things and a lot of areas in our business, on how we needed to pivot, how we needed to grow, what needed to change. So that was really great. I'll call out two of the professors that stood out to me, um, and to a lot of us. And partly, I think, because, and another thing about the program, it was geared towards minority-owned business. So most of us were all of us were minority. Um, so Black, Hispanic, Asian, and two of our professors that stood out to me personally. One was Miss Gail, and one was Miss Bell. Two amazing, dope ass Black women. Um, and they taught their butts off. It was just something so magnetic and so powerful seeing like, we talk about representation, right? And representation mattering. And I think it's across everything. No matter if you're in school, you're at the doctor, you're dropping your kids to school, like, we hardly see representation, but especially in higher places. So to see them excel in their craft and being dynamic as they were, it was so, so powerful. And the one-on-ones that I had with both of them were definitely left a lot for me to think about. And it wasn't even about what they were teaching about, but just like, just picking their brain in real time about stuff that was happening. So really, really awesome. Takeaway. My favorite subject during the whole session was marketing, of course. I love marketing. It's what I'm really good at. So like getting that feedback in real time, seeing what could be pivoted, what could be done. That was for sure my top subject. And we had a few speakers in between. I think another powerful part of the entire experience was and if you're just joining, I'm sharing my college experience last week at Tuck Business School. Another part of the experience that was really great was the networking, of course. Like, we got to network with amazing businesses, and it was, let's take it back, y'all. It was really, I didn't know how much, one, I had missed live in-person events, live events, but also it definitely took a lot of adjusting to in-person events. And it was the first in-person event that people were not wearing masks. People weren't wearing masks. So on the plane, folks weren't wearing masks, and they was coughing. Like, people were coughing. So that was a lot of adjusting to do, like, not people in like 2 years like that. But it was really great. We all had we were able to make great connections, and we were I think everyone kind of committed to sustaining those relationships after. So that was cool. Do you guys have any questions as I'm going? I hope this is not boring for you guys, because I'm not talking about locks. But I'm going to open up to lock question. But let me know if you guys have any questions or keep going. But the most impactful part, I would say, let me think about that. I think that's hard to say, because there were so many layers that tied to each other to make it impactful, an impactful experience. It was so many layers that tied together. And if one thing didn't happen, it wouldn't have been as impactful. So I think altogether it was super, super valuable and impactful. But the one thing, that's the overarching thing that stood out, was really being able to connect with people in real time, and not just networking to say you're networking, but really connect, share ideas, share how we can all pivot regardless of being in the same industry. So that was super dope. That was 1 week, y'all. Would I go back to college? No. No. It's not my thing. It's never been my thing. But I'm super grateful for the opportunity. I would probably go back to their program for the high, there's a stage up. So I would probably go back to that. But college as a whole, no. No. So kudos to those who are in college, who are killing it. Whatever you're working on, keep doing it. You're a badass because that is no joke. It's not easy, especially when you're like spending your own money. So kudos to all of you guys that's committed to that journey. And definitely, I would say the biggest thing I would say for, and I always tell like anyone in college is try to network within the industry that you're hoping to go in before you get out of college. I think that's like the biggest mistake that's made. And what I mean by that is say you're going to college and you're studying nursing. Don't wait till you get out of college to try to get a job. Like start interning, start asking around for connections, whatever like your dream opportunity is, like really start connecting to those like people that's going to make that decision. So by the time you're out, it's like boom, you're in those roles. Like a lot of times we don't realize like this world, the society is built on connections, and unfortunately, who knows who. So for college students, that's the biggest mistake I see that's made. Like your head is so down in like studying and doing the work and getting through that you're not making real life connections to actually practice whatever it is you're in school for. Right. So if you're like, I'm in school for marketing, like go find the firm that you either is your dream firm to work with or a company that you admire. And it doesn't have to be interning. It could be just like, hey, do you have like a summer opportunity that I could work for you for a summer so I could, get my skills? Because when you leave school, you could have like the highest degree ever, but it comes back down to experience. It comes back down to experience. So if you can't show, most of the times, people that are in hiring position, they're looking for the internships the internships that you've done or the experience rather that you have. Like I can't tell you guys how many times I've looked at application and I may hire someone that their highest level of education is high school versus somebody with a college degree because the person with a high school, whatever it is, that left high school, they have more experience or they're more passionate or they're more creative, right? So definitely, I can't stress that enough. That was like, it's not my key takeaway, but from being in the real world, I would say a lot of times your head is so focused and is so down that you miss the ability to connect in real time to the opportunity or the job that you're looking to get, right? Because people, I promise you, people are looking at your experience. Because it's like, especially when you're in school, right? I'll give you an example. When you're in school, say you're studying marketing, right? Whatever you're studying within the next 6 months is going to be totally different from when you get out of school, right? So the firm or the company that you want to go work for, we're going to be like, well, and I'll give you an example. What's happening in the marketing world right now is everybody's using social media. Video marketing is like, video marketing is it. So when you see a lot of brands like do video marketing, is because that's what's working for customers, right? Customers want to see video. They don't want to hear you talk about a damn shampoo no more. They want to actually see you washing your hair, right? So if I get somebody that just wants to write that on paper, it's going to be like, that's a no. That's a hard no for me right now. That's not what we are looking for, right? So can't stress that enough. And if you guys have been through the process, been through college, share your experience with those that are coming out of it. That way you can help them as well. Because I feel like we don't have these conversations enough. And if you do find someone as well, whether it's your child, whether it's, and I'll stress this for those, because I know I have a lot of followers on Peculiar Roots who are older, the older generation, and you guys are just stuck in your ways, stuck in your ways. So I'll say this too, as an advocate for, I'm an advocate for like creatives, right? I think we all have a path and a purpose in life, and not every way or path looks the same. So if your path is going through college, that's your path. If your path is just like, I was born with this gift and ain't nobody gonna teach me how to do this, and I could make it through life, then that's your path. So for those who whose worldview may look at somebody without a paper, without a degree, and look down on them, I definitely advise you to change your perspective on that. I'm proof of that. And if you ever have a child that they're deciding that's not their path, I would hope and pray that you give them grace to navigate life and decide what they want to do and how they can best display their creative and how they're going to help enhance the world in whatever way they decide to do that. Because I know a lot of us are old school, and you just like, you don't see any path through life without going to that route. So I don't know why that came and who that word is for. But just be mindful of how we all speak into each other's life and how we all embrace each other on the journey that we're going to take called life. Let me see these comments that I missed. Aisha said, doing an internship will gain you lots of experience and connections. Yes, definitely. Doing an internship allows you to see if you really want to do that for a living. You may change your mind and find something else more fitting. I love, 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 love that, because I can't tell you, like when I graduated high school, I wanted to be a lawyer. Then 2 months later, I wanted to be a doctor. And if you ask me today if I wanted to be any of those things, the answer is a hard no, because I don't want to go to schooling for a long time just to get to that point, right? But that goes to say, like, you as a high school graduate, even as a college graduate, your mind is going to change. Like, so I love that you mentioned that, like, yes, do it first so you can really see, like, is this my passion? Is this something I really want to commit to? Because especially if you're not going on a scholarship and you're paying your hard-earned money, just take the time to process it and figure out what you want to do versus what somebody else wants you to do. A lot of us, like, our parents may want us to be a doctor or a lawyer, and I'm just calling out the professions that are more popular. But you'll hear those, and then you're basically living somebody else's dream. And so you're always going to resent that, right? You're always going to resent living somebody else's dream because you're still doing this job and you're not living out your purpose inside of yourself, knowing like, this is not wholeheartedly what I want to do. So whether you're that parent that is going to shun your child, I carefully caution you to just think about that, because there's definitely a lot of pathways these days to whatever success looks like to you, or whatever is going to fulfill that child. Just wanted to say that because I know I have a lot of old school folks, older parents. Our business, we have a Loc'd brand. So this page is a Loc'd brand. Yeah. Sometimes you can't get the experience, but let me put this up. But sometimes you can't get the experience because no one will give them the opportunity. That is definitely true. So in that situation, it comes down to, do you want to like intern? Interns, you can find a lot of places that will intern, right? Because it's for them, it's like, it's not very costly. I like paid internship because I feel like that person is still going to work harder, even though it's an intern opportunity. But that's so true. And that's the reality of life. Like, that's the reality of life. Some people will not give you the opportunity to even figure it out. Yeah, Donnelly, that's a lot of our story. She said, my mom made me take out a loan and start a college, even though I did not want to go, and got very upset when I dropped out. That's a lot of our stories. And yeah, that's unfortunate because then who's stuck with the loan, right? You. So yeah. But we're gonna pivot. We got 30 minutes. That was my experience in like a nutshell. We're gonna pivot to any lock questions and just some things that I've been seeing and try to make sure I answer a lot of your lock question. Roby, is that you? Is that the real Roby? Because I think I blocked the other Roby. I blocked the fake Roby. I'm so sorry and so upset your page got taken. But is that the real Roby? Roby, by the way, we just had like a Nairobi. We just had a conversation like a few weeks ago. She was on Locked and Loaded, and someone hacked her page. I'm so upset for her. It's so horrible out here. People are just horrible human beings. But somebody, we just had a live like 3 weeks ago, and her page was hacked. So just definitely also be mindful of these social media pages on here that are hacking people. It's ridiculous. But let me know if that's you. Let me know if that's you, girl. Well, not girl. Let me know if that's you. But yeah, y'all, that was my experience. I highly recommend it for anyone just to have as an experience. I highly, highly recommend it for sure. All right, so we're going to pivot into what's going on with PR. So we have an amazing opportunity coming up. As most of you guys know, we always do like our photo shoot with you, the tribe members, and we actually have a photo shoot coming up. So I'm going to go right now into the Facebook group to see what's going on with this survey or poll that we're doing right now. And I'm letting the poll decide, y'all. I'm not deciding. Okay. And what time is it? We're going to probably shut this down at 7. We're going to shut the poll down at 7. So if you haven't voted yet, go inside the Facebook group and vote. So we always do a photo shoot, and the photo shoot is normally here in North Carolina because we're here in North Carolina. The photo shoot is here, and we just have like a good old time. It's really like, it don't even feel like a photo shoot. It doesn't feel like work. We're just hanging out. We're taking like real shots. We're using the products and all that stuff. So we're going to have something similar. It's going to be a lot more than what we normally do because we're actually going to do like a whole theme and everything. And this is probably going to be most likely 80% sure this is going to be like for like our Walmart launch. So your picture going to be everywhere. Your picture going to be everywhere. So if you're in the area, the state or city that's leading right now, and what we did was, and how we got to this. So right now in our Facebook group, Peculiar Locks Tribe. So if you're in there, go ahead and vote. The poll is there. It was created almost an hour ago. 24 hours ago. So we're planning our next photo shoot. We want to include you guys to come hang out with us for a day. It's tentative date right now. Hold on, y'all. Let me get my tentative date that I locked in. So we couldn't get a Saturday. So we're looking at a Sunday, which is June 12th. Let me just make sure that's actually Sunday. So mark your calendars. And I'm going to put this in the group once like we're finished. So yeah, that's a Sunday, June 12th. We couldn't get a Saturday with our photographer that we want to use and we always use. So we're going to go for a Sunday, June 12th. That's the tentative date. And the city, what we did was we chose the top cities. Hey, Keita. We chose the top cities in that you guys live, right? So it's not something made up. If you're in the group and you're like, how she got these cities? We chose the top cities with our top tribes. So the top cities were North Carolina. And I think North Carolina for sure is like our top customers. North Carolina, Virginia, New York, Texas, Atlanta, California, Chicago. So it's like almost 60 comments under here. The city that's leading right now is North Carolina, which is crazy. Last night, Texas was leading. Hey, Jovia. Last night, Texas was leading, and then Virginia came and kicked Texas out of the lead. And then North Carolina was like, what you talking about? And then North Carolina is in the lead, right? So I don't know how North Carolina is the lead, but I mean, that works for us. That works for us. So North Carolina is in the lead literally by 2 votes. And New York and Virginia is tied. So who knows? You may have a runner-up city. And what we're going to do is the vote is based on like whatever who has the top votes is a city we're going to go to and do the photo shoot. So that's like the first competition, right? And that means you're going to get to hang out with us, photo shoot. We're going to feed you all that good stuff. And it's going to be a good old way to kind of connect with other tribe members. Whenever we do, and we don't open this to the public, so you're not going to see it like on Instagram or like you're going to only see it in the group, because even though it's a photo shoot, we still want to like people to come that we know, that we engage with, that we know you ain't crazy. So super excited about that. Like we've done, I think April, are you on? April and Latasha has always been to our photo shoots. And I think we've had 2 or 3 with them there. And they're here in North Carolina, but they've been to every single one of our photo shoot. And they can tell you like, it's a whole vibe. It's like, you can't explain it. You show up and people are always like, I'm nervous. I show up, I'm nervous. I don't know how people are going to be. Are they going to be weird? And you just connect with everybody to the point where like, it's like a long lost, like where you've been all my life. You really just feel like we knew each other. We did something in New York, but it wasn't like a photo shoot. We just got together for dinner. Pam was there. Donna Lee was there. It was a really small, intimate dinner in New York. So I was like, is New York going to win? But we did that and it was really, really special. So anytime we link up, it's super special. And everyone just really connects. So I'm happy to kind of see how this photo shoot goes, because it's a bigger photo shoot. It's going to be way special. Keita said, I guess I'm going to have to take a road trip to the city because I know y'all ain't coming to Cincinnati. We are not coming to Cincinnati. We are not coming to Cincinnati. And I'm live on Facebook, y'all. So no, we not. Who's in Cincinnati? Who's there? Girl, you're like probably the only person down there. So what I will do, right? So once I close the voting tonight, I'm probably going to close it at 7. So again, North Carolina is in the lead. But once I close it, what we're going to do is we are probably going to choose 10 people. I don't know yet. Maybe 10 is a lot. I don't know. But it's going to be hard. I don't know the number yet. I'm going to figure that out logistically. But we're going to choose a small group, and 10 is not small, Tara, but we're going to choose a group of y'all and to plan this photo shoot with. You're going to get like the deeds. So what I do ask is once we select the state and you're like, hey, I want to come, we're also going to open it up to other cities where even if you're in, because I know, who is it that was like, I'm going to fly in. If you want to fly in for the photo shoot, you absolutely can. We'll just have to obviously pick the top. I'm going to say 10 right now, tentatively 10. The date is June 12th. So if you're going to be available for June 12th, definitely put in your bids. George is like, I'm in Hawaii, or you guys should all just come to Hawaii. And Nikisha is like, well, you guys should come to UK. But whatever city we pick, I'm going to choose maybe say 10 people. out of the 10, it doesn't have to be everyone from New York. So if you're like, hey, I want to come hang out with you guys, you just have to let us know, and we're gonna maybe pick 2 or 3 other people from different city that's willing to fly out. If it's like a lot of interest of you guys wanting to come out, we'll figure it out. We'll make it bigger and we'll figure it out. But for now, we just want like an authentic photo shoot with actual real customers. We've always had photo shoot with real customers. I really am strongly, what's so funny? I really just love having fun. And I think the photo shoots come out real better when we're doing it with real customers versus like trying to find somebody that don't know nothing about the brand. So I'm super excited. Right now, again, North Carolina is leading. I don't know if we have to go across the border to Virginia, but North Carolina is leading right now. I'm so like New York, I thought y'all would have showed out. And Atlanta. Texas was leading for a minute. And I was like, wait, I didn't know we had so many people from Texas. But right now, North Carolina is definitely leading. But if you want to fly out, I'm going to announce everything in the group tonight. But if you want to fly out, you could just like put your name in the pool of people and lock it in. But it's going to be super fun. It's going to be like our first hangout in a while. And as promised, I'm definitely going to have like more like hanging out with you guys this year. For sure. So if you don't make this one, don't worry. We have a lot more things that's coming. And I'll be announcing very soon what we're planning for next year for our top customers. So if you guys have been around for a while, you know that we mom and daughter trip, Pammy. No, I'm not photoshopping nobody in the picture. Look at y'all. Last year we had our top customers were chosen to come and spend a weekend with me here in North Carolina. It was amazing. So we're going to plan something like that for early next year. So we're going to do things a little bit differently this year. Last year, what we did was we just chose the top customers based on numbers in terms of who spent the most with us, who was our top customer. And we ended up having like 15 people. And that was a lot. That was a lot because I kept going down the list and I'm like, no, we should have this person. No, this person definitely. And it was a lot. So we're going to have 2 things happen this year. I still want to keep that, like, I still want to keep that element for our customers, the top ones. But I think this year I'm going to do 5 customers, 5 top customers, and it's going to be like a different location. So if you miss this location, boohoo. It's going to be a new location, a new space, and it's going to be a total surprise. And I'm going to do the countdown of those 5 customers on a monthly basis. You can see who's in the lead. So before, you guys had no idea that, hey, Jackie, you guys had no idea that we were doing this because it was honestly like a last minute thing. I was like, I just want to hang out with like all my top peeps. Like that was a goal of mine when we started the brand. Like I wanted to be able to be in a position where we were able to treat the people that invested in us. So I was able to do that with over a dozen people. So this year I want to make it real small. This is just going to be for the top elite customers. And you guys are going to spend a weekend again with me, somewhere undisclosed. It's going to be super fun. And what that looks like, I think we posted a lot of videos, but you guys could go back and look at those. But one of the things that was super special about our weekend was not one time did we talk about Peculiar Roots. Not one time. It was all about us loving on each other. There was a lot of crying. There was a lot of laughing. You had to be there to experience it. It was everything. And again, everybody just bonded instantly. Food was popping, like the scenery, like it was everything, right? So what we're gonna do this year is I'm gonna start counting down. Maybe we're in May. maybe this month I'll start counting down to show you guys who are the top customers so you can have an idea of who those people are. And then at the end in December, we'll have our final top 5 people that will take that trip. But also what I want to do with you guys is I want to do something. I don't know if it's going to be summer or December, and you guys can let me know which one you think is better. But I want to do like a whole brunch day with Peculiar Roots Tribe, and I think that would be dope. So even if you want to fly in, we're gonna probably do it here in North Carolina. That way I can vet the place, and I'll just pick somewhere that I like. But we'll have like a whole brunch, and you guys could fly in for a weekend or whatever. But I think that would be so dope for us to like really just like get outside. For us to get outside. So who's down with that plan? Let me see in the comment section who's down with that plan. Who wants to come hang? Who wants to come hang? And we'll talk more about it in the group because that's where we talk all our business. But who wants to come hang? Who's down for a brunch with the tribe? Who's down for a brunch with the tribe? Brunch with the tribe. Brunch. And I'm still just checking, y'all. Every second I'm checking like who's in the lead because I'm gonna announce it at 7. The state that will have the photo shoot at. I'm just refreshing. You down, girl? You down, Tiffany? I know you down. I know you down. I know you down. North Carolina is still leading. Ooh, okay. Somebody, Donna Lee, is that you that created a new account? And I'm like, New York got an extra vote. So New York is right there behind. But North Carolina is leading. Right? I think that would be so fun because even though we're going to have like our, I definitely want to come to Atlanta or North Carolina too, but suppose I have to stick to my neck of the woods for voting. Chi-town, where you at? It's gonna be option. It's up to you. So like, think of brunch, like good food, grown people juice. So it's really up to you. One thing that I learned, Tiffany, and this is for myself as well as you guys actually, for the retreat that we had earlier this year, it was you and Jazz that just had a baby. And you guys were like, I'm not taking the baby. It's me time. So I think as moms, and I know your situations, but you can definitely like, it's your world. It's your world. Whatever you feel like. And actually, I won't say that because then if we pick the venue and the venue is like no kids, then we'll see. But yeah, I think that would be dope. Kita says, I do. You leave in Cincinnati? Yay. Right? It would be a whole vibes. Yeah. Yeah, so we'll talk more. But I've been told you guys this from like our first trip, because our first trip, you guys were like, wait, what about us? Like, we haven't done anything. That's not fair. So I didn't forget you guys. We're going to circle around. I didn't forget you guys. I know you guys have been asking from the first trip, like, wait, how y'all going to do something without all of us? So I didn't forget you guys for sure. And definitely, like, that's on the horizon now. Like, have way more time to focus on you guys. For sure. She said nobody want to see me. They just want a baby. We want to see you. We want to see you. But I mean, Olivia will get all the hugs. You don't like it there? Really? I'm trying to think out if I've been to Cincinnati. I'm not sure. I don't think so. Maybe we all come down there. Kita, we gonna come help you down there. Not, not, not girl, not. We don't know yet, girl. We don't know. We gonna support you virtually. We gonna support you virtually. And then we still, y'all, we still did not have our like second year party. So hey, we're gonna do that virtually. I owe you guys a virtual get together. Because I know you guys like the unboxing when we did the unboxing. So we're gonna do that for sure. It says boring, there's nothing to do, and there's no support. Really? Oh, you need to move to like a black state then. Move to Atlanta, move to North Carolina. I don't know, girl. Move. Just move. Just move. Yeah, yeah, that's for sure. But good, busy, good stuff, right? Good stuff. Now that we're like able to really plan and focus on you guys, and definitely that this last week showed me like definitely in person, like missing that connection of just like hanging out with you guys. And I remember our first one was like super dope. So hold on, let me block. That was weird. But yeah, okay, we got 7 minutes. Let's see, refresh. Refresh. Let me refresh. I want to be fair. See who's leading. See who's leading. North Carolina is still leading. New York is right behind. Virginia, but North Carolina is still leading. I wonder if you could close this like once it's done. Not sure. But you guys got 6 minutes. I told him I'll move to North Carolina. He can come visit on the weekends. He didn't find that funny. I wouldn't find that funny either. Like, what? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, girl? What are you talking about? But yeah, we should have everything on the site. Let me do a quick, what do you call that? Site check. Really? You said none of them are close to me. But you're in Maryland, right? So we're like a plane ride away. Plane ride away. We have restocked everything. There should be nothing sold out on the website right now. Nothing. Aloe vera just restocked yesterday. So you guys should be good on that. Just double check in. And shipping time is 24 to 48 hours. So you guys are good on that. Yeah, everything is restocked. Lock brushes are back in stock. Refresher sprays are all in stock. Got the 4 rounds on deck. Aloe vera spray, shampoos, oils, all on Zake. And oh, when you guys have a chance, be sure to log into your rewards account and check out the new program we have. It's the same. It just looks a lot better for you guys to manage. So definitely check that out. And if you haven't signed up for our rewards program, make sure you sign up. And basically what you're doing is you're earning points on every dollar you spend. You're going to earn points. And that points you can always use to either get free products, get discount off your order. So a lot of you guys have been getting your discounts, have been using them. So make sure you take advantage of it. I saw one person had like thousands of points, and I don't think she's ever used them. So, I mean, if you're saving up for a special thing or a special box, that's cool. But make sure you guys are using your points. Girl, leave that man alone. Yes, Caribbean Vibes is in. I'm finished with you. Donnelly is like, I need to re up on Caribbean Vibes. I only have 2 left. Elite. That's the elite tribe for you. That's the elite tribe. Oh, you're in Maryland too. When I'll definitely give you guys a tour of it. I'll definitely give you guys a tour of it. Yes. 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 All right. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Don't say I didn't have you vote. She said 2 left is not a lot. Get your stock, Donnelly. Y'all are a miss. A miss. A 2 is a lot. I know like new customers are like, what? What are they talking about? 2 is more than enough. Nope, it ain't. It goes by so fast. You never want to be caught with no product. Like, that happened to me once. What product was it? I think it was oil. Like I was about to do my hair. I was out of oil and I didn't take home enough from the warehouse. And oh my God, I was like, this is what it feels like. It feels horrible to not have your products. It feels horrible. So no. Yeah, you have to keep your stash well stocked. Like now I be looking like y'all. Like, because I'm like, no, I can't be out here running out of stuff. She say thank you. Who's trying to be stranded with no products? Not I. I feel you. I feel you. 1 minute. Okay, let's count down. Well, I actually think I have a countdown here. Let's count down. Where's my countdown? Countdown. Do, 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 do. Oh no, I have a 30-second countdown. 30-second countdown. Okay, we're gonna count down. And then I'm gonna refresh. Let's refresh and see who's gonna be the winning state. Let's see. Okay, 7 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my drop top, cruising the streets. I got a real pretty, real little thing that's home. All right, I'm gonna refresh so I could be fair. The winner, chicken dinner is North Carolina. North Carolina is the winning state. To be specific, Greensboro. Greensboro! Okay, how do I close this poll? Okay, turn off. No. Okay, so I'm gonna plug this. It's a conspiracy. Listen, y'all did it. Let me just put closed. I gave y'all 24 hours. 24 hours. All right. Done. It's not a conspiracy. North Carolina. Come on, raise up. Vicky's like, NC, get these votes. So it's North Carolina, y'all. That's a wrap. Thank you guys for voting. Your vote matters. Always vote. Don't be voted out like New York. Don't be voted out like New York. New York, I thought y'all had it in y'all, Donnelly. I did. I was rooting for you. I was really rooting for you. She's like, congratulations or whatever. You know, she said, I voted for North. Of course, I'm gonna vote for North Carolina. I'm a tribe member too, and I'm in North Carolina. It's always a sore losers like that want to complain. It's like, I mean, I thought you had it in you. I thought New York had it in them, but you guys didn't. It's okay. You guys had your shine. You had your time. Can we have another election? I'm weak. Not a whole election. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. That's a wrap. That's a wrap. We'll see you guys. Like I said, you guys could fly in. You know, it ain't that far for most of you guys. You could drive in, fly in, whatever. Spaceship in, whatever you want to do. We're gonna put the rest of the stuff inside the group and let you know how it's gonna roll out after this. Thank you guys. Have a great night. Yes, June 12th, tentative date, June 12th. Have a great night. Mwah, mwah. Besos, 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 besos. Yes, a spaceship. Bye.